Hello friends, very good morning. Welcome to our 9 a.m. class. Hello friends, and good morning, very good morning. This happens to be the end of the 7th week in which we have been doing this classes. So please good morning. Say something here. I'll be able to be very helpful. I'll be very happy if I can helpful in helping you here. Try and ask some question. Try and ask something which I can be of any help to you, and let me know if I can modify something and I can make it a little better. Today's class will be about our verbal ability parasummary. So we've been doing parasummary for many days now, and this is the 9th class basically, and we would like you to ask some questions and make some meaningful statements to us. So my name is Anupam. I have more than 3,100 hours of CAT training. I have done. I have trained more than 3,600 students for CAT. I've also developed the verbal ability questions for GMAT as a client, and please install Unacademy app and download it and start using it. Go to Plus, go to CAT, and subscribe. I'm a little unwell today. Forgive me for my hiccups. Since the class was started, I thought I'll do it. These are the 5 offerings in front of us. Anything more than 12 months makes sense. Please use the code Saxena Live to get 10% discount. Okay. I don't know how many of you are there online. If there's anybody online, please say hi to me. And I'm right now in chat. As you can see to me there. I'll also give you my link to my channel. Please join the channel. Class notes, yeah. And now it says that, let's start reading this. It says that Vance Packard's The Hidden Persuaders, Vance Packard's Hidden Persuaders alerted the public to the psychoanalytical techniques used by the advertising in industry. So we don't know what is Vance Packard. We don't know what are hidden persuaders. But what we know is that some psycho and analytical techniques were being used by the advertising industry. Its premise was that advertising agencies are using depth interviews to identify hidden motivations, which were then used to entice consumers to buy goods. Critics and reporters would often wrongly assume that Packard was writing mainly about subliminal advertising. So basically what they're trying to say, that they were trying to utilize some hidden ideas, some hidden motivations. Also, they were talking about some hidden motivations. But the point here is that the author here actually is talking about something else. The author is saying that it was understood that advertising agencies were using hidden motivations. Critics and reporters wrongly assumed that Packard was talking about subliminal advertising. What is subliminal advertising? Subliminal advertising is trying to convince people by impacting their senses, their certain perceptions, of which they're affected, of which they take some, or for which they will do some reaction, but they're not completely aware of them. So basically they were talking about some hidden motive, something at the level of subconscious, or just between subconscious and conscious. The Packard never mentioned the word subliminal, however, devoted very little space and devoted very little space to the discussion of sub-threshold effects. Okay. So what they're saying that people understood that Packard was talking about, but Packard never mentioned the word subliminal or anything else. At the same time, it did very little. It focused very little on talking about sub-threshold effects. What are sub-threshold effects? Sub-threshold effects are the effects which happen at which are not powerful enough. Instead, his views largely align with the notion his views. So now we get to know that Packard is a person here. His views. His views align with the notion that individuals do not always have access to their conscious thoughts, and that can be persuaded by the supra supraliminal messages without the knowledge. Supraliminal messages are the messages at the level which we perceive, which we are aware of, which impact us, and we are completely aware of them. We have complete cognizance of them. Okay, so subliminal and supraliminal, they are opposite. Subliminal is just below the level when we are conscious. We're not completely aware of it. And supraliminal is when we are completely aware of something. So what he's saying that his views align with the notion that individuals do not have access to their conscious thoughts and can be persuaded by supraliminal messages without their knowledge. Okay. So Picard held that advertising as a hidden purpose persuasion builds on people's conscious thoughts and awareness by understanding the hidden motivations of consumers and working at subliminal level. So Picard held that advertising as a, we're talking about but Picard said that he doesn't have access to their. It's clearly said that Picard was referring to this part. So if you, sorry for that. If you come here, it says that Picard never mentioned subliminal. So this means Picard was talking about subliminal. This is incorrect. Picard argued that advertising as hidden persuasion at supraliminal level, wherein people targeted were aware of that persuaded. So they're saying that people were aware of that they are being persuaded. This is not the case. If you read here, last line says that people do not have access to their conscious thoughts and can be persuaded by supraliminal basis without the knowledge. So people are being so this is opposite to the information given here. People are being impacted without being aware. Picard argued that advertising as a hidden persuasion understands the hidden motivation of consumers and works at subliminal level, on a subconscious level of the awareness of people targeted. So they are talking about So also he has never, so if you look at Packard's statement, he was never saying that he was looking at hidden motivations. Sorry, he understands. Third says that he understands the hidden motivations of the consumers, works at subliminal level, on subconscious level of the awareness of the people target. But we're not talking about the subconscious level. We're talking about the awareness level which they're aware of. So this says, fourth says that Packard held that advertising as a hidden persuasion understands the hidden motivation of consumers and works at supraliminal level, though the people targeted have no awareness of being persuaded. This is the right answer. Read the last line. Instead, is use largely aligned with the notion that individuals do not always have access to the conscious thoughts and can be persuaded by supraliminal messages without the knowledge. So folks, as you can see that I'm a little unwell and it's not coming out properly. I'm closing the class. I'm sorry if anybody had sort of come down with an intent to see a lot. I'll come back probably from Monday onwards or from Tuesday onwards and start the classes again. Thank you so much.